Here we can have multi-users and multi-company. Also, we can define role of each user. Like we can assign some selector, only the selector programs users can view, or we can say only the selected data. Means we can have security by program wise or data wise. Suppose if you are going to give access to the department heads, and the department heads can see only the employees details who are working under them. This is a database security. We can have a lot of other combinations also, like designation wise, or we can say line manager or direct supervisor can see only the employees who are working under them. Also, we can have the menu wise or program wise security. We can say some users can access only the reports, and other users can enter the data like employee leave details, or we can say employee break permission, etc. So this is just explaining you about the users and how we can define roles for each user. Now, for each user, they can use the Active Directory username password also to log into the system. Instead of keeping the separate username password here, we can integrate with the Active Directory. They can use their Active Directory username password also. Okay. Before starting time reference module features, let me take you through the system interface. We got a unique feature in the system called U2 technology. U2 technology means unlimited user-defined fields. Now, we have the employee master, where we can keep employee details like employee code, their name, or their designation details. This type of things we can keep in the employee profile. Now, if you want to add a new field in the employee profile screen, let me open one employees. Here we can see employee fields, personal data, position details, and employment history, etc. In each fields, we can keep a lot of data like religion, email, position details. We can keep employee department, cost center, designation, employee group. Now, apart from this one, if you want to add a new fields here, then we have option to add unlimited fields in the system. It's called user defined unlimited fields. U2 technology means user defined unlimited fields we can have in the system. This through the card types. Here we can keep the card types in personal entities, employees position details, or other cards or personal records, etc. And when we create a card types, we can say whether it's a mandatory field in the system, or is code is required. Code actually code will come like some masters like nationality. For each nationality there will be a code and description. For example, for Saudi there will be a code KSA and the description of Saudi Arabia. But for some other masters like employee designation, only description will be there. So if we have to keep code and description, there is a flag called is here to select. And by using all these entities, we can filter the reports. Like when we add an employee hair color, we can say it is no need to filter any attendance report by using employee hair color. But if you want to filter the reports by nationality wise, we can select here. There is option to select show in report filter. Also, if you want to filter the employee reports or employee attendance report by using employee work schedule or employee sex, there is option to select it, and we can save it. Now, if you want to add a new fields. We can just add here like employee date of birth. Sorry, not the date of birth. For date of birth, we can add in the other cards with data types like date, string, all these things in personal. And here we can keep all the fields which require to create a masters first and link to the employees. You can say blood group. And we can say code is not required, it's not a mandatory field. And if you want to show in the field report filter, we can enable that one also, and we can save it. Okay, here there is one unwanted columns, that's why it is coming like this. Okay, now blood group has been added in the system under employee personal entities. Now in the personal entities also we can add a lot of fields like if we have department, designation, location. Now if you want to add a new entity called division, here also there's a lot of option, whether it's mandatory, code is required, show in report filter. Now we got one more flag here, have data security. Means by using these entities, we can restrict the user access to the system. Now suppose if we have the department here, if we are going to give the access to the department head, we can say users can have access only the departments, like IT department head can see only employees who are working under IT department. Or we can say HR, of course there will be some users like HR user or HR department head who can, sorry, not HR user, HR department head can see and employees who are working under them, but HR manager or HR user, they can see all employees data. So this type of things we can control by using this flag called have data security. Okay, now we have one tab called other cards. Here we can keep a lot of other things like employee, all other cards like employee religion, or if the entities which is related to, employee, which we are using the application parameters like bank code, or we can say time types. We can have a lot of time types like applicable for working days, applicable for weekend, or applicable for holiday. Means when system calculate the overtime, we are using these parameters in the application parameters that we'll discuss later in detail. Also, we can have some fields called user defined fields. Okay, here we can define the fields by selecting the data type. In all other tabs or programs, we can say if you add new field here, we have to create some master first. Now we added one field called blood group. Now before linking blood group in employee profile, we have one card master where we have to define all the blood group details. Like our department, here we have filled all department, all cost center details. This is a master screen. This master data we can use in the employee profile. For example, for blood group, we can define all the blood group details like blood group A positive, PB positive etc, and we can link this data in employee profile screen. Now, if you are creating records in user defines, means user is going to specifically mention the data type of that fields. For example, a good example is date of birth. Employee date of birth will be in date time, so we can say is the date time data type. Here we can have the string, integer, float, boolean, image. Okay, image we can use for using for documents, like we can keep the employee documents and all these things. So we can, if you want to upload the document image to the system, you can keep the image type. Now we can have the data type from the masters also, like employee. For example, employee approver. You can see here line manager approver. One is data type is employee. That means we have to get the data from the employee details of the line manager for linking the line manager. It could be any other employee. So employee A could be the approver or line manager of employee B. So we can say in employee B profile, we in the under line manager column, when we click or search the data, it will be pop up all the employees, and we can select employee A there. Okay. Now also we can have the personal records. Actually, this is mainly using for the payroll modules. Personal records. We can keep employee relationship management, like warning letter details, all these things. We are using mainly in the attendance and payroll and employee personal management module. Okay, now this is all about employee, all about the U2 technology. Also, when we talk about the interface of the system, it's a tab-based application. When we open new menu, it will open as a tab. Now we open the employee details first. So here first in the first tab, we can see the tabs in the top of the screen of the main programs, and when we open any sub items from the main program, it will be opened in a new tab, but we can see the details in the bottom of the screen. Here, like you can see employee master, employee list, and when we select open the details of an employee, it is open in another tab. Now card types, again open a new tab, and the details are available in bottom tabs. Okay. Now let's move to the time attendance module. To have a high level understanding, let me show you the activity diagram of the HRWorks time attendance module. Then I believe it will be more easy to understand the system. We got two systems, HRWorks desktop application, HRWorks web application. In HRWorks desktop application, we can keep all the core policies or masters, and we can configure the system as per the company policies. There are a lot of masters are there, like time round of beginning from the time round of codes, policy code could be the shift policies like tolerance, or the policy if employee is working on off days or public holidays, which can be linked with the shift codes. Okay, now when we talk about the shift code in the system, we can keep a lot of shift codes with start time, end time, and how the break, if there is any break in between, what is the break time of the shift codes. All these things can be different from the shift codes. We'll start from the time round of code. Let me just quickly go through the screens. Again, all these timings, now user can define, like now in the demo database we have normal day overtime, holiday overtime, normal day total overtime, and a lot of fields are there. Actually, the total working hours could be the regular hours, total working hours, total late hours, or total early departure hours, shortage hours, and overtime. Overtime means extra working hours. And again, we can split the overtime to normal day overtime, holiday overtime, public, or off day overtime, public holiday overtime. These things. It is a user configurable. We can, as per your requirement, we can use code and description here. Now, for each hours or each type of total hours, there is option to round the data. For example, now we are rounding normal overtime to nearest option. If employee is working 1 hour and 29 minutes of overtime, it will be rounded to nearest 30 minutes, it will be rounded to 1 hour. If employee is working more than 30 minutes, it will be rounded to it was the same case. If employee is working 1 hour 30 minutes, it will be treated as 2 hours overtime. So this is a round of codes policies, and this can be linked with the policy codes. Policy codes, here we can have a lot of policy codes like general policy, tolerance if employee is coming late in the morning, or if they're leaving early. Or we can say time round of code, which time round of code we have to use here. And there is option for strict shift time. If employee, actually there are two type of total hours total hours calculation policies. Like if employee is coming late in the morning, and if they are working extra in the evening, for compensating that hours, we can say they can work or they cannot work. If it is strict shift timing, they cannot work. Even if they are working extra in the evening, it will be treated as, morning lateness will be treated as shortage. Now, if it is a flexible, if we didn't select this flag here, it is a flexible timing calculation. Means if employee is late in the morning, they can work extra in the evening for compensating that hours. And if they complete the required hours in the shift policy, shift codes, we are keeping the shift duration. If they complete the shift duration, it will not be treated as shortage. Let me simplify it. If from the shift policy, if we say it is not strict shift timing, then they have to work the shift required hours in a day. If they work less than the shift required hours, it will be treated as shortage. If they work more than shift required hours, it will be treated as overtime. This is the concept of strict shift timing and flexible timing. There are a lot of other parameters like overtime related. Now, we can say for calculating overtime, there is required minimum overtime. Employee has to at least work 1 hour, then only system will count to calculate the overtime for employee. Or employee we can say required maximum overtime. Means we can put some ceiling hours. Employee can have maximum 4 hour overtime in a day. This type of policies we can create from the policy codes, and after that we can link this policy code in the shift codes. Now, when we talk about shift codes, there is a shift code description, and we can define the shift duration, start time, end time, and there is option to link the shift policy. And we can define the break timing. It could be paid break or unpaid break. If it is paid break, if employee is not going for if they are not marking in and out during this period, it will be treated as they are working in the during that period, and it will be treated as overtime. If it is unpaid break, there is no matter. Even they are not going for lunch, it will be treated as, now here it is a lunch break. It could be lunch break. It will be this 30 minutes will be deducted from the total working hours. Okay, so we can have a lot of shifts, and by using this shift code, we can create a weekly shift schedule. You can see here under this one. Okay, Okay, in shift codes, we can have some special seasons also. Like during the Ramadan, the working hours will be less than normal working days. It will be 6 hours in a day, and the start time and end time will be different. So we can have some special seasons in the system. This option master for defining the special season like Ramadan and the start date and end date for each year we can define here. But during this period, system will automatically, we can, in the shift codes, we can define the normal timing and Ramadan timing. Then what will happen during the Ramadan period or during the special season period, system will automatically will move to the Ramadan timings. And again, we got one more feature here. If actually in some companies, Ramadan timing will be applicable for only Muslim employees. So we have option to enable or disable the special season by using the entities like religion or other entities. Okay, now by using this shift details, we can create a weekly group. That weekly groups can be assigned to the employees if they are working in a fixed shift, like Sunday to Thursday, 8 hours working, Friday and Saturday is off day, or Friday is off day, Saturday is half day working. So by using this shift details, we can create some weekly shift schedule. Here we can see Sunday to Saturday is working, weekly off day, Friday and Saturday. Sunday to, and then actually what will happen if the employees work on Friday and Saturday, they will be working in this shift, but it will be treated as complete hour, will be treated as overtime. We are mentioning that weekly off types is Friday and Saturday. We got one weekly off time master, Friday and Saturday. Here we are mentioning the weekly off days is a Friday and Saturday. Okay. Now we can link the shift with the employees by daily wise or weekly shift schedule. Daily wise means if the employee's shift is changing or rotating, like today employee will be working in day shift, tomorrow will be night shift, day after tomorrow will be off day, and it will be changing weekly or monthly basis, and the shift supervisor is assigning. So if there is no fixed logic, then we can have the daily shift scheduling. Okay, this daily shift scheduling, okay, this daily shift scheduling can be uploaded from the Excel sheet. You can create some Excel template and we can enter the data there, save it and upload it to system. Like here we have to mention whether it's an off day or shift code in on we have the shift codes like AAG1, AAG2, something like this. So save it, and there is option to browse and upload to the system. Okay, or we can enter the data through the screen itself.